Yeah, fellas, I'm reading a couple posts on the forum here. Remo, they are starting to see the truth. He wrote, "Hey guys, I've been going out, and last Saturday, me and my friend, well, actually, he became a bystander, had an interesting convo with the woman. She comes over and asks, can she take the bar stool? I told her that I charge by the hour. Witty banter back and forth. She says she wants to take off her leather jacket and look more feminine for her man. She mentions that the leather jacket I had on was good for guys like the ones um, James Dean used to wear. In parentheses, Supreme mentions that all the time. Close parentheses. And that hers was too manly and she wanted to look more feminine for her husband so she could get laid. Haha. I told her, wow, we need more like you. And then she went on saying that she wanted a real man, not a soft guy. She wants a man who wears plaid and roughed up V-neck shirts with gritty hands, etc. That's what they like, is that old guy, old-fashioned archetype of an alpha male. All right? The guy worked on the cars, grease under his fingernails, that kind of guy. Wore the wife beater shirt or whatever. She said her husband was something like that, so he qualified. Haha. I called him over and talked to him about his wife. White guy, bald, slight, stocky build. Matched the description of the kind of guy she wanted. Notice he had the bald head. He probably wasn't that good looking, but he knew how to market it. The bald head. Some of them will grow the just the chin thing. That's like the new thing. Otherwise, they'll have the goatee. Either one of those are cool. Mustache. Most white guys will have, like nerd types, will have those mustache looking like cops. Those suck. If you're a white guy, you got those stupid ass, just a mustache only, don't do that. In fact, the homosexuals took that one over. You look kind of gay. All right. We said our goodbyes and carried on with the night. I mean, that is as real as it gets. This came from a white woman, and she told me what Supreme had been saying on his site from day one. Women want men, not metro fag boys. That fad is over. In hard times, women want to be with a man who they feel can fuck shit up and then come home and knock the bottom out the pussy. Simple. I was actually glad to hear that, and it only confirmed how I felt about the way men were acting, especially the ones around me. And I know the issue of the fellow that Remo's around. Kind of fruity. Next we have Hand to Hand. He has a great post here. A UCLA and U-Texas study shows a evolutionary pattern for men and women differences over sex regrets. So we're looking at people's sexual regrets. That's the title of it, Sex Regret Study. Look for it. As you guys know, Hand to Hand is one of our top contributors to the forum. He's the guy that's teaching you guys how to make girls squirt. And like the videos there, Hand to Hand. The study generally showed that guys regretted not having, in parentheses, not approaching, being more adventurous, more sex, while single, close parentheses, with regards to sex. And women regretted having, moved too fast with sex, cheating, or having sex with an unappealing / less than ideal person. So guys are whining because they didn't approach enough, they didn't get enough sex. Women are complaining they did it too easily. We got to make sure you guys are one of the ones that she's doing it too easily with. There are other details in the study, e.g. social nuances on behavior pattern changes due to regret, etc. But sex regrets are the main points. This goes on to support that guys should be players, and they should play women hard before they settle down. I fully agree with that. If the guy has the potential to become a player, then he should become a player and play hard until it's time to settle down. It's about two years in the game, if you're a young guy. 3 years, maybe. You know, you get good at the game by the time you're 25, you play the game until you're 28, then start looking for Mrs. Right, settle down 29, 30. Okay? Then we have time to start working on your life and acquiring things. But minimum is 2 years. Don't make it more than 5 years in the game. if you don't have already have kids. Okay, it's the difference when you're older. You already have kids. You're already given back to the universe. You've tried the marriage thing. It didn't work. That's different. But even when you're older, I wouldn't want to be single um, for long at my age. If I were to jump back in the game, I'd probably play the game for about 6 months, have a lot of fun, and then start looking for something to settle down more serious with. Maybe a little longer. I don't know. If I'm having too much fun. That said, he says, or writes, young guys should hustle, hustle, hustle with everything they got to be the best they can be, then play with the greatest options until they land that ideal woman. I agree. Fail to do that by procrastinating, wasting time with video games, drugs, drinking, partying, etc. Close parentheses. And they'll likely live a later life of regret, as they'll never get back the time they had. Very true. And he later on, someone asked a question about the age group and all that kind of stuff, the validity of the test, and he responded that he don't think that places like Ivy League universities like UCLA would publish poorly conducted research findings. So there you go. Ryan is back. Ryan's down in the land of down under. Feeling good, confident when you look your best. In parentheses, false confidence? It's a long one, huh? Hello, players. I would just like to ask why wearing nicer clothes and looking good makes one feel better about himself, and if this feeling equates to false confidence. In answer to your question, no, it doesn't equate to false confidence. When you look good, you feel good about yourself. It's a no-brainer. It's nothing to really even think about. It's not even worth you pondering. It just lets you know that if you want to feel good about yourself, dress up. Women do it also. When they feel bad, that's when they go out and buy a new pair of shoes, or a new dress, or a new pair of tight ass-hugging jeans, okay? Or even new bras. That's why they need retail therapy. About 2 hours ago, he writes, I was unshaven, feeling down about myself, and worried about my future. I also felt unmotivated and was worried that this mood might determine my future. I'm currently looking for work in the library field, and I'm looking for another job since my current casual job isn't calling me in for shifts. Now, that happened once before, Ryan, a couple of years ago. What's going on with that? So send me a private message. Anyway, after having a shave and shower and seeing how good I look in the mirror, I feel motivated to look for work and exercise. That's good. It's a natural thing. Don't worry about it. Don't waste the big brain power wondering about it. My question is this. Is this sudden feeling of confidence just false confidence or motivating? No, it's the beginning of real confidence, because when you wake up in the morning, you always want to look your best. When you look your best, you feel like you're at your best. Again, it's no-brainer. Stop questioning it. Okay? Surely a truly confident man would feel motivated and full of self-love in any given situation. Yes, but you're growing your confidence, so accept it. Be it unemployed and looking for work. I don't know if a really confident man would feel all that confident, especially if he has bills coming in. And by the way, confidence is how you handle each situation. Okay? Unemployed and looking for work. Yeah. If you're looking for work and you got bills coming in, that's going to, shake your confidence a little bit. Once you get that handled, you're back on the boat. I'm concerned this moment of motivation, which seems to be provoked by freshening up and actually looking pretty good, as opposed to being unshaven, may be false. Here's a bit of background to what I've been doing recently. Since taking Player Supreme's confidence and communication programs, I found my confidence has been elevated, and that I am talking to strangers more so than ever before. I'd also been studying and completing a diploma in library information and services this year, with very good results and a sense of self-satisfaction. However, I have not had any luck getting a job in the library field. Whilst I have work experience and qualifications, it's difficult to get work in Sydney at the moment. And this is bumming me out and worrying me. Then find another field to work in until something opens up at the library. Now, in my country, the library it's state controlled, as I recall. I think either federal or state. Either way, it's a government job. Okay? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong about that federal state thing also. I managed to get a job working for the club demonstration company at Costco, and to my surprise, I had no problem talking to the public as I hand over explain food samples to a large group of people. That actually might be a great opportunity for you. If you're a good public speaker, you can do like trade show stuff. That's why I urge everybody to take Toastmasters. There's so much you can learn from that and apply it to your life. So if you let's say you start working for a car company and you start doing the same thing you're doing at Costco for the car at trade shows. Talk about the new features, benefits of the car and stuff like that. You know they pay those people a lot of money to do that. Or let's say you start working for a fitness company. They're putting out a new fitness product. You do the same thing. Most of the time, my time is looking for a job and getting myself into the library field. I have not been dating nor going out partying. All I'm doing right now is pushing myself to get a job so I can start dating. Doing Toastmasters and clubbing. I have put everything else on halt and have dedicated my time to getting a job. So you may get a job, your full-time job. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. When you're looking for a job, that is your job, looking for a job. Your job is look for a job. Now, how well you do that job depends on how fast you're going to get employed also. You do that job real well, you get employed real fast. Then you got to switch jobs. Now your job is working at that new job. But a lot of people, I see it in my race, locally. Saw some kids show up sagging, dreads in the hair, hat on the head. One knucklehead had on shorts and tennis shoes and an okay shirt. And I was looking at that young blood and I'm thinking, what the fuck? Who are his parents? Okay. He writes, so does a real confident man go through times of feeling down? There are times when your confidence will get shook. Okay? That's why learning how to handle fear, because you're afraid of being unemployed, totally unemployed, the bills stack up, gives you tools to handle that so that your confidence can stay strong. When fear is present, and you don't have tools to handle fear, that can attack your confidence. All right. And has a sudden sense of, go through times feeling down, has a sudden sense of motivation after cleaning himself up? Or does a real confident man always feel he is the best no matter what the circumstances he is currently in? Depends on how you handle your shit. Okay? No man stays totally confident in all situations. Like, if I suddenly jumped out of an airplane with a parachute that might be faulty, my confidence in that parachute is going to be kind of faulty. If they push me out the door, oh, by the way, that parachute may not open. What do you think my confidence is going to be? See what I'm saying? My confidence is going to drop down to the ground, below the ground. I'm going to be screaming my head off like a little girl and praying that chute opens. Or praying someone will dive out and catch me. All right. Let's see what else is going on in the forum. I've already done progressing the game. I just posted the animal color water game, so you guys can see that again. I found it in some files. I'm going to be putting up in the online dating section my videos from how to create hypnotic profiles. I even have found my video on a 5-minute profile. How to do it in 5 minutes. I'm going to also give you guys the template for that. That's just for the membership here. That's going to be your guys' Christmas present for you forum members. All right, let's go to the field reports section. Looks like Mama's Boy. I hate that name. You know, I say that every time I see his name. I hate that name. Oh, he actually was responding to a post. Okay. So, holiday weekend clubbing. I've talked about SR9 failing graciously. Pre-Thanksgiving dates. Let's see what SR9 has going on here. Someone asked me if he spoke English as a second language, and I answered the brother on Facebook, no, he does not. Hey, fellas and Supreme. Things have been all right so far on the 2 dates last week. Overall, the first one, we win. See what I'm talking about, SR9? You got that quirk, man. You got to get that quirk out of your head. It's went. W-E-N-T. Read my lips. W-E-N-T. Went to Starbucks, and I got her general life story, and then after that, we played the color animal water game. Good. I always say animal color water game for some reason, but it's actually color, then you ask animal, then water game. In the middle of the day, her sister called, and she needed someone to ride her home. Well, I'll ride her home. I'll ride her and pick her up. I'll pick her up too. Next, I finally followed what Supreme told me and said, how about we go to your place and watch a movie or something? She said yes, yet next time due till she had to take her sister home. Okay, that's good news. That's good. Hey, you can't help because you got to take your sister home. And it seemed like she was about it because she was giving me the location and everything. After that, toward the end of the date, we left, walked outside, then I pushed for the kiss. She pushed me away and said she doesn't do that on the first date. That's all right. Let's see what happens on the second date. Second date, if you guys ain't fucking, fuck it. I got that 2-date thing. 3-date at the most. Okay. That's for you guys. She doesn't do that the first date. I said, yes, you do. What? Okay. And went for it again, yet it didn't happen. Okay. Bad mistake was saying, yes, you do. All right? I'd never say that to a girl when she says no. Yes, you do. That's going to make her get aggravated. That's going to push her into a corner, and she's going to stick to her guns then. Wow, you fucked up, man. Shit. I learned that maybe I shouldn't have went for the kiss outside the Starbucks in the parking lot. I should have tried to pull her in the car. Nope, that's not it. You're not thinking right. You should have went for the kiss. And she says, I don't do that on the first date. What you do is try to get a hug first. Then pull back and go for the kiss. Okay? Don't just come out of the blue, hey. No. Go for, hey, it was nice meeting you. All right? And make it a quick kiss. If she likes it, just pause for a moment, then go back in for another one. Make it a little bit longer. Okay? That'll solve the bullshit in the future. If she tenses when you hug her, just, if you do any kind of kissing, just kiss her on the cheek. That's acceptable. And make her kiss you back. Ah! Okay? That shows you're a leader and you ain't about these cheap ass motherfuckers always trying to get their dick in some pussy. That shows you got some class. You got some game. Okay? That you ain't pushing up on it like that. That you're not desperate. Like most motherfuckers, they're all desperate and shit. They're SR9. I mean, some desperate ass motherfuckers. So you assumed the wrong thing. You should have went for the kiss. But you want to hug her first. Try that in the future and see if you don't close more kisses. Maybe she had a thing about outdoor kissing. Nope. She got a thing about going too fast. That's her issue. And obviously you didn't cover that shit over your date. So we're not even going to talk about that. I texted her back the next day, and then later that night she texted me back saying that kiss shit really turned me off. Yeah, So I told her I just went for what I wanted. And I win for what I wanted and win with my instincts, and I felt a connection. No, you didn't. Let's be real. I don't think some of you guys even know what a fucking connection would feel like, but that's another story. Yet that didn't work, and she didn't reply back to my text. Overall, I didn't touch her at all on the date. Overall, see, you didn't establish no rapport, no. You sat there and talked, and you think that entices you to lock lips, spread germs? You gotta, once you joke around, you're touching, slapping her backs, slapping her leg. Oh, girl, you must be crazy. Shit like that, you gotta relax. You gotta open up. She's all tight and shit, You gotta start reading these girls on your dates, getting a feel for them, and try to establish some rapport. Look the word up. So that one's blown. So, but you did right. You did right in going for the kiss. You just did it in the wrong sequence. Hug. And women love hugs. If you're a good hugger, they're open for kissing. When you hug a girl, don't give her a bear hug. Like white guys like to pick girls up. I guess it's shoulder straight. No, make it firm. But not that you're crushing her ribs. Make her feel your manliness. Okay? Overall, I didn't touch her at all. Didn't date, blah, blah, blah. I guess it seems like she has issues due to she didn't open up to me. And she never got comfortable on the date. She got comfortable to say you could come over. So you're reading that wrong also. You just fucked up in trying to go past when you said, I don't go for a kiss. And you said, yeah, I do. Yeah, you do. Can you see me saying some shit? I like to be smooth now. Okay? There's time for me to be dominant man. Overly dominant. That's after I done cop the pussy. You know what I mean by cop, right? You know what I say about cop? Cop is not catch. That's when you control the pussy. That's the whole process of my seduction, was to seduce her mind so I control her mind. Okay? What else do we have here? Yet she stayed due to me giving her good conversation and her liking it. See, she liked you, but you blew it. The next date I went, I'm going to substitute your wins because you do it every time. I've yet to see you in all these years type the word went. And the quirk is actually fucking with my head sometimes. It fucks with my head. Gives me like a little, I start twitching. Pretty soon, if you've ever seen those original Pink Panthers, I'll be like the inspector, the head inspector, just twitching and mumbling and giggling. And then I'll be trying to kill you there, SR9. I'm going to get a missile and aim it at your house and poof. I went to Starbucks in a mall. I mess up this one. What do your teachers say when you write your college exams? You're in college. Never mind. This is not my place. Because I listened to one of my friends and met up with her anyway, when it shouldn't have even happened. What's wrong? Starbucks in the mall. What's wrong with that? This date should have took place another day. Okay. I win with a dreadful and lousy planning. So your whole attitude blew it before you even got there. And you let one of your friends' attitude infect your date. Instead of turning lemons into lemonade, you let everything sour. Because the mall was closing at 9:30, I got to the mall at 9:15. A 15-minute date, that's not worth it. She also had lived with her sister, yet she didn't have a car, needed a ride to get to the mall from her sister. If I would have planned it another day, we would have met earlier. Okay, this is your fault for poor planning. That's your fault as a man, the leader.
Now, if you're the leader of a tribe, you're of our family people back in prehistoric times, your family would have died out. Your line would have been gone, the SR9. That's what poor planning is all about. It's death. So it killed the date. I don't depend on a bitch getting a ride from a sister to the mall either. I would have picked her up. Okay? That way I'm in control. I'm a control freak. But that's why I got what I got from women. If I would have planned it another day, we would have met early, and she would have let me come back to her place, and we could have fucked. You're daydreaming. Don't daydream out loud, okay? Slap yourself and go back to sleep. Because before the day, she told me the mall closes at 9:30. I gotta give the girl credit for trying to make it still. That means she was desperate to get to you. I needed you to open your eyes and see truth, not this false reality that you're projecting out there. You're caught up in the matrix, bro. I told her the plan was to meet at Starbucks, then go back to your place, watch a movie or something. Yes, she told me she didn't want to mess up that situation and plan it for another day. That's better. Okay? That way you have time to get to know each other. What if you were creepy when she got there? You know, that's what she's thinking. What if I don't like him? What if he's a serial killer? You're not thinking there, bro. You got to think. You got to start using your head. I was thinking her sister would have been at work. We could have. That's what she's afraid of. Not every girl wants a stranger in their home with nobody there. You gotta let my fear of her meeting someone else before then get to me, and I really want to see her, and just pulling her that night forced me to go with this date instead. Oh, God, you sound so desperate. Okay. And now we continue. I had to set myself for a minute. So we only had 45 minutes to talk. You know, you had 15 minutes to talk. I had to get her general life story, so we talked a little, yet I didn't know that her sister and her boyfriend was waiting for her in the car because they left the mall before us. Next, that's pretty nice of them to sit there and wait, but the boyfriend was there in case you were a creep. Okay? She bought them for backup. Next time we had to leave the mall, her ride was waiting for her. I just got a hug and said goodbye. She blocked me from kissing her. I really fucked this one up. I wasn't man enough to handle her due to my poor planning. Overall, I didn't touch her or turn her on. Plus, she was right next to me on a couch bench at the mall. I should have wrapped my arm around her. No, you should not have. Why would you want to wrap your arm around her when you haven't established any type of rapport? Rapport. I need help. Still, a woman on my team. The positive today is day 21 of not whacking off and looking at porn. This is making you really desperate. You got to learn to control that desperation now and start thinking. See, you're so desperate that you're rushing, and your energy is going to turn them off. The goal is to get your desire up, yeah, but not so that you're leaking like a puppy gets all excited and his dick leaks. You've seen that. They pee on the ground. Okay? You don't want to be a puppy. You want to be a big dog. You've heard the old joke. Old bull and young bull on top of a hill. At the bottom of the hill are a bunch of cows. Young bull looks at the old bull and says, hey, let's run down there and fuck one of those cows. Old bull cocks an eye over the young bull, then squints at him. No. Let's walk down there and fuck all of those cows. All right? Slow your roll, bro. Slow down. Take control. Just take a deep breath. Om Padma Hare. Center yourself. Okay? It's going to come. Know that it's going to come. All right? You're focused. Or get focused. But you're on the right path. We just need to add some more focus to you so you can slow down. Know, SR9, that eventually it's going to happen. Okay? So take comfort in that. You're going to keep doing this, and eventually it's going to happen. That's no brainer. You do believe that, right? Eventually it's going to happen. That's no brainer. That is what's going to happen to you. You're going to go all these, falling down, boom, there it is. So don't worry. Know that your time is coming and feel good. Every time you go on a date, know that your time is coming. And if this one doesn't work out, you're one step closer to that one that's going to. So you got that one out the way. That brings you one step closer to the one that's going to work for you. And that's what you need to prepare yourself for. Okay? All right, brother.